All right, here we go. This was the avocado tree that was, when I was in New York, was damaged due to frost. You guys remember that garden tour video I did last year, how beautiful these trees were, right? And I cut this off because this I know was pretty much dead. But here's what's happening now. Look at this. My avocado tree is coming back. Now when this gets very, very long, like another tree pretty much, then I'll just either cut that stump down or just leave it there depending on what happens. But, you know, I was also wondering, I'm like, why don't I just pretty much start another tree like I'm doing with my papaya trees? Because my papaya trees got ruined, but those don't come back after frost. That was completely destroyed. But, you know, I know avocados have a certain resilience to them. So, you know, that's why I said I'm going to give these a chance, even though I was literally banking on the fact that they were alive only because I had that feeling they were alive. And it's very much alive. Somebody would have probably discarded this because it looks like it was just a dead stick there for like literally since like March. We're in May right now. We just hit May now. So, I mean, if you see this, you know, you give them a chance to come back. Why did I do this though? Because in actuality, this tree is an experienced tree. Let's look at it that way. So it was already exposed to frost. It was exposed to different types of conditions. And I feel like this tree now, because it went through a dormant period, it's going to come back with a vengeance. It's going to come back better than before. It's going to be bigger and badder than before. And that's the reason why. Like I may have even created a new species here, right? And now this tree is going to come back strong and beautiful. If you look at this one, here's another one of my avocado trees, which again, we're not going to make this mistake again. I mean, I've been going to New York a lot. I just, you know, going back and forth, focusing on making money and whatnot, because I got this land in mind. Completely discarded the fact to look at the weather and see if, you know, there was a frost coming. And this is what I paid for. But if you look at this one's not quite as big as the other one, as far as like, you know, it coming back. But I want to show you this right there. You can actually see, I don't know if you can see that there. You see the little growth nodule there? There it is. It's coming back. And it's actually got a couple of them there. I just don't want to bother them too much because those nodules may be a little bit very, very delicate. And the last thing I want to do is actually break them before they even come out. So what I'm going to do is pretty much do the same thing as that one and just chop that, you know, stump that, chop it down to a stump. This is another one. This one was a lot younger. This is actually one of my newer ones. This is the one that I pulled out from last year's bed that was just growing voluntarily on the ground, and I made a video on it. But I know it's still pretty much alive, so I'm gonna give this a chance to come back and you know, become a better, like I said, these are gonna be like literally mutant trees. That's how good they're gonna be. Here's another one. So like I said, I've got 4 that are basically doing very well because I didn't put those outside, but these I had outside. These were actually my biggest trees, and they were by far my most beautiful trees in the garden. But I'm not really worried about it. Again, it's a learning process. Things happen. You just rebuild after that. I don't see any growth on this one quite yet, but I know this tree is also alive, and I'm gonna wait for this one to come back. But this is what it looks like, you see. And I'll show you quickly the citrus trees that I made a video on quite right after the frost. Look at this one already. Look how it got already. You know, it lost all its leaves pretty much, and look at how bushy it is already. And then I've got the other ones over here. See how this one's coming back? I cut that one down to pretty much as low as I see growth coming in. And then I've got the other ones here. Again, now look how bushy that one got. And this one I cut down as far as I saw growth. The same thing with this one. So all these citrus trees are going to come back stronger than ever because of the fact of what they were exposed to. This one already filled in, and I got a lot of lemons out of this one last year. But I had left this one outside, and the same thing. It just, and look, a voluntary, this looks like cantaloupe. I didn't plant that there, but I'm going to let it grow there. But yeah, as you can see, this one I got a lot of lemons, lost all its leaves, and look, all the leaves are coming back. I gave this one a little haircut and kept it a nice uniform bush, and now it looks good like this. Same thing with this one. All these citrus trees are gonna come back on steroids. So that's what I'm saying. Like, whenever you see certain things, if you know your plants, I mean, it'll work out. So that's all I got for this video, and we will talk soon.